Good afternoon, all. Today we are at Dynaxcel Engineers Pvt, and we are going to interact with the founders of Dynaxcel Engineers, Mr. Sandeep Deore, Mr. Shailendra Mishra. Sir, can you please take us back to the journey of Dynaxcel Engineers, that about how it's been started? What are the challenges we have faced during the first few years of the start?
Okay. Yes, Sachin, first, thank you for calling us. Yes, it's been a long journey, 3 decades of business together. And when we started our careers in multinational like Alfa Laval. He was with Thermax, Babcock Wilcox. And we used to interact with each other that time because I was in planning and he was in quality assurance department, so we used to go together to the vendors also. And that time we realized that there is a lot of gap in this fabrication industry where the technocrats are not coming. Whoever vendors we interacted, those were the fitters, vendors, or polishers, becoming the entrepreneurs or businessmen, starting their journey with small setup. So we felt that there is a huge gap which we should tap, because we had something in our mind, we should do something more than what we are doing, or even if whatever we are doing that day, if we do it for ourselves, it's going to be a great business. So that was the thought process that time, which we contemplated, we discussed, and one day, this company formed. Maybe you can add something to this.
Yeah, entrepreneurship actually is not a one-day job. So when we were very young, when we were in college, when we were passing out, most of my classmates preferred going to US that time. I would say something like close to 70 to 80%, their aim was to travel to US. We always complained of India not being developed to the extent the other countries are. But then who would do this job? The foreign companies or foreign individuals are not going to make this country great. It's only the Indians who have to work hard and contribute towards this. It is our responsibility to do it. But yes, we took up, then that was the time when we decided, or at least I decided, that I'll be working only in India. My job is not to travel to US or Europe for a job. That was the initial mindset. But then yes, we worked with few companies. I worked with a couple of companies, and then to identify the gap and start a business. So yes, that is when we both met, we discussed over and over, and I will tell you, it was not a very long discussion, but just a few days of discussion, and we said, okay, we have to take a plunge into this. And we started on 1st of April 1995. Okay. So it has been a very sweet journey so far. And yes, that was the background.
I'm just a bit I have curiosity for finding that how you both met to each other for first time.
See, Sandeep was already in a multinational company working there. I came from another company to this company. Yeah. So that is where we met, and we worked in the same group. Means like the company had various divisions, but we worked in one particular group. And we used to like the same age, same, sitting just next to each other and working on the same project every time. Most of the time, whatever time we spent there. So, and we had those challenges. In those days, we had challenges. Like even to show the engineering drawing to a small company where the main key person of that company is not from engineering background. He's either a welder or a fabricator. So he would not be even able to read the drawings properly. So our job was to, go and teach them, educate them, get the job out of them. So that was quite a bit of task. Although it looks very simple now when we talk, but when you give an order to somebody and he doesn't know what to do, so you give them the material, you tell them how to cut it, how to mark things. And those days the machinery was not very advanced in India. Like, people were not having advanced machinery. Like today you feed it into CNC machine and it cuts exactly as per the drawing. But those days people were doing manual marking, then cutting it manually either with flame or with cutters, and then you fit up and then do the welding. So there were a lot of challenges those days, even to mark things like a transition piece. How would you do it? So it requires some kind of skill. So now it is much easier to do it comparatively. So we thought that there is definitely a gap where a good technical background person can contribute more. And right from day one we were always thinking of make in India kind of concept. Like, we make it for the global market. Yes. Be local, but cater to the global demand. And we have to give that kind of quality so that we get that target customer. It was never to compete at the local level. That was never the thought process, even during those challenging days. Yes.
On challenges, I think if I can add is that even finance. Yes. Finance was the biggest challenge because we come from a background which are humble. Like his father was in Air Force, my father was teacher. So we are a first generation business people. So we had no business background for us to guide. So that was actually a bigger challenge to take head on. And of course finance, because since we did not have plum jobs where we could earn more, but with hard work and consistent efforts, I think we could overcome and come to this level.
There is no doubt that you both have taken that time at a very brave step. So that just because of that brave step, only our country is growing.
Yeah.
And we are doing export jobs like this. Sir, what do you think the defining moment that shaped our company? Share us about any defining moment.
I think every audit that takes place,
yes,
in company is a defining moment, because as you know, our business is like OEM business. We work with most of the OEMs. So onboarding process, every onboarding process defines what we are going to do. So that is very, very important. And the accreditations that we have received throughout this last 25-30 years, that be it ISO, be it manufacturing as per ASME, U stamp, U2 stamp, PED, supplying to railways, metro components, and being working on VIL jobs, making IBR jobs. So all these instances or the events which occurred in this journey have defined and shaped Dynaxcel to what we are today.
Yeah, there is no single defining moment.
Yeah.
I would say there have been multiple small events that has shaped us. But one thing is very clear, that right from day one, our vision was very clear. We started in 95.
Yes.
But this Make in India concept, politically or has come into picture only in 2014.
Yes,
has come only in 2014. So, but we were consistent. We knew the gap, and we were working on that. And every customer we added, every employee that we added, every audit, as he says, that we went through, has shaped us over time. Slowly, धीरे-धीरे polish हुआ है हमारा.
So since that time, since 1995, you are clear that you have to boost the economy of country. It's not just
Yes, if you talk of the larger vision, that is the idea. This is only the medium. The whole bigger idea is that we make a country which is fully developed, self-reliant, and we are not dependent on at the mercy of other countries. So that is there. But how do you do that? Vision is one thing, but something has to be done on the ground. So we are doing our part because we come from engineering background and we have been educated and trained in this field. So this is our small contribution towards this goal.
To tell you, the first product that we worked upon was the imported products. All the time it was imported in India, and that is the machine that we made in our other company, Exoloids, the dyeing machines. So there was only Italians, Spanish and German companies who used to, make it and send it to India, and it was like, few crores of rupees. But we started making that. We worked on that product as a import substitute or something that would really, change the scenario here for the Indian textile industry, and it was successful. And that really gave us confidence that the direction in which we are going to indigenize products, that was right. And I think we are lucky today. I can say that when our customers think of making something for the first time outside their own production houses or their own mother countries, they think of Dynaxcel.
they're choosing us.
They're choosing. Yes.
So can you please tell that how does the industry culture has been changed around this last 30 years?
If we start thinking of last, how the culture has changed, probably, initially it was self-manufacturing. Most of the companies used to make they used to have their own workshops and used to make everything. So from self-manufacturing over the last 3-4 decades, it has changed to co-manufacturing. So you do something and you get most of the things done from outside. And I think it will now move towards contract manufacturing. Like, new age companies, like most of the startups of the new companies who have ideas with them, they focus on their own ideas and they think that somebody should make for them. So this transition I'm seeing in the companies that, contract manufacturing is going to go up in coming years.
Mishra.
Yeah, even the style of manufacturing, if you see, we will talk only about India, but we have seen that mainly, was mostly manually controlled. Like, instead of the machines, we had people doing that activity. But over the time, now we see that machines are doing most of the part. People are there to manage the machines.
Yes.
So this culture has shifted in.
Proportion of machinery is being increased.
Yeah.
Yes. So now it has become investment intensive. Earlier it was human intensive. So now it is investment intensive. So, and in manufacturing you need space, you need machinery, you also need people, you need office. So all those things are there. Earlier there was only one workshop and many people there, and you could manage. But with people, what happens is the accuracies, the tolerances is not possible. So your supply was limited to a very local market. But now with world-class machines in every workshop, the things have changed. Now we are looking at global supplies, and fortunately, a lot of Indian companies have come up in this period of time, and we are now seriously supplying world-class global quality at local prices, like if to put it in a very simple word.
Yeah, customers, they look for business partners. It's not that, earlier it was like vendors, suppliers. These were very prominent words earlier. Now the word is like, supplier partner or a business partner or a channel partner. So that's now our customers understand and even acknowledge the contribution or the success that we can have together when you have a contract manufacturing.
So, Mr. Deore, what do you think means what sets your company different from other your competitors?
Competitors, I think we are very long partners, business partners with our customers. Once we hold the hand of our customer, from our side we don't leave. So that's I think we try our best to keep working with them through thick and thin, whatever is the situation we manage. And other point is that we don't work with one type of industry. With all sectors we are working. You see that keeps us floating or going up whenever there are ups and downs in specific industries. So that doesn't happen with us. So that's important aspect of our business. And we also don't mix customers, like in the sense that we try to avoid working with direct competitors in one sector, in one area, as long as they don't compel us to do so. We have been working on these strategies to keep going, and this may be a bit of a slow pace growth, but it is a sure growth. Yes.
Yeah. Mr. Mishra, your experience, your statement over it.
Yeah, we are unique that way, in the sense that we know what we are doing, and we don't compromise on either quality or price. Let me be very clear, even on price we don't compromise. Just to take the order, or somebody says, okay, we need a price cut on this, unless it fits in our estimation, we do not go down. So many times what happens is, customer, when they go to the competitor or somebody else other than us, there is very likelihood that they will struggle doing that, because we do our homework very properly, thoroughly.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have very less chance of either inflating the price or reducing the price. We always like to be at a certain margin and right price. So that is why we have very consistent customers who know us, how we work, what is the strategy that we adopt in estimation and things like that. So once their mindset is clear, then we have very long-term association with customers. We don't change customers every year or after every 2 jobs or 3 jobs. We don't go for.
And sometimes customer also make a false statement, like he would say that your competitor has given this much price, and
yeah, buyers will always give you different targets because sometimes their budget may not allow, so they use all the techniques in the books to reduce the price. But if we are confident of our estimation,
yes,
then we know what is the level below which then we have to openly tell them that this is not the right price. If you want me to do it for this particular time, because you are also in trouble, so we will be there with you in the trouble times together. Yes. But this is not the price. Okay. You want it some percentage lower than this just to cope up with this situation. We are there with you. But it doesn't mean that this becomes the benchmark for the next job. So, and I think customers have appreciated this kind of attitude many times. Sometimes they don't like this, but many times they have appreciated this.
Yeah, great. Mr. Sandeep, what do you think? Like, what are the key milestones that you have achieved and your company have achieved, and you are most proud of it?
Most proud of it, I would say that we could, develop first the machine, textile machine that we said it was an import substitute. So that was a one of the achievements I would say that we have. So, in nutshell, import substitutes. So, developing import substitutes, savings the costly dollar for our country, saving the foreign currency, and even now exporting such jobs to those companies from here India. When we get the dollars, we get some foreign currency. That has been our success. And in this journey, we have made this journey a sustainable journey, in the sense that sustainability has been on forefront. Whatever we do, we ensure that our carbon footprint is not going up, or rather it should get reduced. So be it using steel, using natural resources, using having solar on the rooftop, rainwater harvesting, tree plantations. So all those things we have now inculcated in our business as a as a regular affair, in the sense like all our employees, like you and everyone, they are aware that we have to see that we have least carbon footprint while we are working.
Mishra ji, aapka turn.
Yes, some of the defining moments, if you say, other than the textile machine, we have been able to make the first pre-treatment plant for 2G bioethanol
This.
process, and it was a challenging job, and unfortunately the COVID struck during that period. So, but we all pulled it off in a very good way. So that is one big milestone. Secondly, during the COVID, we made the oxygen plant for the hospitals. So although it was not a very big business proposition, but we could help our countrymen during that period, was very satisfying.
It's means like a big contribution to nation.
Yes. So then, when the country needs, now we are running, country is running a defense program where you are making equipment for indigenizing the defense equipment. So we are happy to be part of one of the development there also. So these small things, every step is very satisfying.
Yes.
Whenever we make new things, our customer is happy, we are happy. That gives us some kind of satisfaction. And yes, those are defining moments for us. Yeah.
Beyond the COVID moment is COVID time is actually a very defining moment for all of us.
Yeah.
It means that moment taught us many things.
Yes.
So, where did you see the company in next 10 years? So,
Next 10 years are going to be, I think, high growth period for Dynaxcel. We are now standing on a very strong base of our customers, our infrastructure, our employees, our colleagues, and the industrial scenario in the country is also very vibrant, and in this scenario it is up to us how much opportunity that we would be able to take. And as a growth path, in next 3 years we are planning almost tripling or quadrupling our turnover with the help of new plants that we are making now. So 10 years, I think we may be, company with 1,000 employees, and we wish to see that we become a listed company also. So that's our dream, and let's see along with you all how do we achieve it.
yes, sir. Yes. I'm damn sure that we will be listed, sir. Mishra ji, your comment.
Yeah, definitely. We see complete growth One is in the form of revenue the company can generate. We see that Dynaxcel will be 1,000 crore company in 10 years.
Okay.
So we definitely see that because now this is the time we can double or triple in a few years. But once we get certain level, then the growth is not doubling, tripling. It can grow 20%, 15%,
Yes.
30% after that. So if you're talking of say 500 crores in 3 years, then a 20% growth will take us to 1,000 crore easily after that. So we want to be on very strong footing. We don't want to jump the gun anywhere. Apart from the revenue, we want the employees to grow. Employees to grow, the customers to grow. So we want to be partner in every association that we have. Our suppliers to be competitive and our prices, our suppliers to grow with us. So it will not be just a single-minded Dynaxcel growth. And at the same time, we don't want to compromise on whatever ethics and principles we have on manufacturing principles, sustainability, all those things keeping in mind. So it will be a slow and steady growth, but next 3 years is going to be a very big multiplying factor. And then once we stabilize after 3 years, it will be a steady growth for next 6 to 7 years. So we definitely see 1,000 crore company in next 10 years. And we are working on the systems and processes to make it even more rigid and strong.
Sir, what do you think means like what technology that shape our industry most means in future?
See, manufacturing is going to change. As I mentioned before, that earlier most of the work was done by hand. Now we see CNC machines. In next 5 years, 7 years, we'll see a lot of robots coming into manufacturing, lot of CNC machines with programming and with AI features and all those things. So will come into picture. So that will be the growth in the next decade. So we have to get up in that direction also, that we cater to our customers with advanced machinery, because what this helps is to give you consistent quality over time. See, wherever human interference is there is a likelihood of making errors, and then it can get multiplied. So if it is more on machine dependency, then the accuracy levels are higher, consistencies are better, your productivity is much higher. So definitely we have to, and Mr. Deore is master in thinking in that direction.
Yes.
To which machinery to install, which direction to move towards. And over a period of time, even at Dynaxcel, when people were early days, when people were thinking only of welding machines, we were thinking of computers. So people sometimes even jokingly said, why are in the same price you will get a welding machine which will add to your production capability rather than but we said no, we have to make all our documentation on computer. Those I'm talking of 30 years back when computers were 486, 386 and those kind of things. And those were very expensive. If you compare the price as of now, even today's price are much cheaper than 30 years back.
Yes.
So we invested in the computers at that period of time. So even now when people are thinking of automation at level we are talking of including 3D into our manufacturing,
Yes.
doing bigger jobs in a house, so that our capability as Indian suppliers would be much higher. So we are working towards that, and I'm slowly, and there will be advancement in machinery manufacturing also. So our suppliers, like for various machines, they are also advancing their features.
Correct.
So that has to be incorporated in our manufacturing.
So Mr. Sandeep, what do you think means what was your rewarding experience as a director?
As a director, I think this gives you an opportunity to do something for the nation, to serve the society, and it gives you a sense of giving.
Yes.
That you are able to give. So we are fortunate that we are in this position, that we are able to do something for society. So that is very, very rewarding. And we are able to generate jobs. We are able to serve our customers. We are able to meet the requirements, stringent requirements of all different sectors. So these things are satisfying. And, it gives some sense of fulfillment.
Relaxation as well.
Yes.
Mr. Mishra, sir, your experience rewarding.
Yeah, see, our business gives us an opportunity to meet a lot of people from various backgrounds, various countries, and people who are working with us closely also come from different backgrounds. So this is very satisfying that because of our work we are able to interact, meet so many people, and if possible make a small impact in their lives. Yes. So this is yes, one of the biggest satisfying moments in the journey. Yes, revenues, targets, challenges, those are part and parcel of the job, but either creating a new product, creating a new machine, or opening a new market, meeting many people, these are some of the satisfying moments.
Okay.
And they come almost every day.
Yeah, we could open up a school. Like, there is an education school, Vedara Global School in Himachal Pradesh, along with few of our friends. When we started a school, this is the best place where you can create or shape up the new generations for the country, for the nation. So having a school is one of the really satisfying moment for us. Yeah.
And we are involved in the day-to-day activity of the school. Yes. And many people sometimes talk about employment. We always feel that employment is not a challenge. You can get a job, but employability is the problem. See, whenever there is an opening in a company, 1,000 people are applying for it. But since I am on the other side of the table where we take interviews and things like that, we find that the education is not up to that mark. People are not able to speak properly, communicate properly. These are the hallmarks of an individual. You should be able to express what you think in proper words.
Yes.
We are not able to express ourselves. Okay, doing some formulas correctly is one part, but when we work as a team in a company, there is a lot of demand, challenges, speed is required, how you talk to people, with your colleagues, with your customer, with your seniors, with your juniors. So all this shapes you as an individual. So we always found that there is definitely a gap in our education system. So we can't overhaul the education system. So we started a school where we are trying to inculcate these habits right from the beginning.
Yes.
So that by the time 12 years of schooling, they are able to, although they are firmly rooted in their local ethics, but globally competitive to handle any kind of pressure, any kind of situation. So our target is to be local, but be global at the same time. Yeah.
Correct. And say you want that student must be firm enough in education as well as in communication as well.
Definitely.
Means they just not have only theoretical knowledge.
Yes.
They must communicate proper as well.
Yes. So, taking care of their physical side, like when we say one is intelligence, another is like, but if you're not physically strong to work for 8 hours in an office, then you will not give that kind of efficiency. So you have to be physically fit, emotionally fit, how to work in a team. Somebody tells you something, those remarks should not affect you for more than a second.
Yes.
You just hear it and then move beyond that.
Yes.
So how do you do that? By playing competitive games, teamwork, team games, physical activities, emotional, languages. So we take pride in all those doing all those things.
Okay.
Yeah, and we feel that this will help us produce better individuals. That is what is our thinking,
Yes.
and we are working towards it. Yeah.
Mr. Sandeep, what's your message to young generation?
Young generation, be away from the screens. I will have a limited access to the screens.
As much they can.
Because yes, we all know it's a negative impact on the young generation.
Bad influence.
And yes, and there are no shortcuts to cuts to success.
Yes.
It's a long way, and there is no quick bucks. Like they try to find avenues to make quick money. There is nothing of that kind. Try to adapt with the new, turbulent world, because industry is changing, the world is changing, there are many things happening around, the technology is changing. So buckle up for the turbulent times, and निरंतर प्रयास ही प्रतिज्ञा है, इस पे काम करो.
Mishra, sir, your comment.
See, somehow we always think that intelligence has more weightage in our life as compared to hard work and discipline.
Yes.
I personally feel that with hard work and discipline, you can overcome all the challenges in the world. You don't have to be extraordinarily IQ person.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you have this aptitude of hard work and discipline, you can do wonders. Okay, there must be few people who are highly intelligent, they can contribute at a different level. But most of the work that we do, we require only these two basic:
Hard work and discipline.
hard work and discipline.
Okay.
Yeah. If you just follow these two things, I think your life is more or less sorted out. Yeah. And there should not be any laziness in your activity or procrastination, delaying things. Whatever, you do it immediately, right or wrong, doesn't matter. You will learn with experience, and your probability of doing wrong things will minimize over a period of time. But do not hesitate to do it. People hesitate to do it because they want to do it right first time, and it never happens.
Yes.
You will do 10 things, you are bound to make few mistakes in your early part of your career. Slowly, those making errors will reduce, and you'll be more towards perfection. But keep doing it. Do not hesitate to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also think that means like procrastination is means majorly affecting our society and our young generation as well.
Yes.
So, Mr. Mishra, what is your message to your employees and to your customer that you have served last since a long time?
Employees are our biggest asset, and what we can say is, if we are in the journey together, we both are going to develop.
Yes.
So this is what I would like to tell our employees. Regarding customers, we are always thankful to them to give us opportunity to work for them. We try our best to deliver as per their requirement. Sometimes we make mistakes, make errors, but they have been kind enough to accommodate those things. So really, really thankful to them to keep us in business. We are in business only for that. Because of them, we are in business. Otherwise, if they are not there, there is no point in being here.
Yes.
So they have given us opportunities, many opportunities, and we appreciate that. Thankful. We are really thankful to all the customers to give us this opportunity to at least show us what we can do to them or along with them.
Mr. Sir, is your
Yes, a big thank you to both our employees and our customers also. They have been with us. They have been part of all the ups and downs. customers have been by our side, for all these 30 years. There are many customers who have worked with us for more than 10 years.
Yes.
And it's really, their contribution is something which we cannot put it in words. And also our employees who have been with us for a long time. Everyone, they make this organization, and this is how we continue. So thank you very much, and we seek I would say Michhamu Dukadam, it is saying yes, and if anything that we have done wrong, but we would be with you, we will be for you all the time. I would like to put a word rely in this, in the full supply chain, that customers rely on us, employees rely on us, so that we would take you along. And so the reliability is something that would be the centric idea of the business that we.
I agree with you, sir, because I also know that many customers trust on you, both of you, like anything. They are pretty trusted on you. They have.
Yes, and also our supplier partners.
Yes.
Who are working for us. We are here because of them. So everyone in the whole chain is important. Yes, so it is their success also for this last 30 years that we are today here. It is a shared success.
Yes. मैं अकेला ही चला था जाने बे मंजिल, लोग जुड़ते गए और काफिला कारवां बनता गया.
Yes, while we are talking of all these 30 years, I on a personal level, I want to thank Mr. Shailendra Mishra for being there, because 30 years of partnership is not an easy task, as people say, but for me, I think it was really a cakewalk, because I had a partner who is a very understanding and big-hearted person. So thank you very much for being.